is a good idea to consume a diet high in anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich foods such as vegetables, low-glycemic fruits, nuts, seeds, fish, and olive oil. Drastically reduce your intake of sugar and replace refined grains like bread with limited amounts of whole grains like quinoa. This eating pattern has been demonstrated to lower the risk of atherosclerosis and heart disease and is great for maintaining balanced blood sugar and so preventing insulin resistance. Just take note that even whole grains can be a substantial source of carbohydrates. Therefore, combine them with a healthy fat or protein to reduce blood sugar fluctuations. You can determine which grains, if any, you tolerate the best by checking your blood glucose levels after eating if you have a glucometer. Increase your consumption of the foods that will be cited, which have been evaluated for their potential to improve cardiovascular health and may aid in the natural clearing of clogged arteries by promoting healthy blood sugar levels, weight loss, reducing inflammation, and lowering LDL cholesterol. First, fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, anchovies, and mackerel are among the fatty fish that are rich in omega-3 fats, which are potently anti-inflammatory and saturated fats that protect against atherosclerosis and vascular inflammation. Additionally, omega-3 fatty acids can lower triglyceride levels, decrease platelet aggregation, which lowers the risk of blood clots, and raise levels of HDL cholesterol, which works to counteract the plaque-forming effects of bad LDL cholesterol. Moreover, studies demonstrate that individuals who consume 2 or more meals of fish per week are less likely to get carotid artery atherosclerosis. Number 2. Flax seeds. Along with fiber and the antioxidant plant components known as lignans, flax seeds are a strong source of plant-based omega-3s, alpha-linolenic acid, which have anti-inflammatory properties. Regular flaxseed consumption has been linked to better insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar and insulin levels in overweight and obese people with prediabetes. Additionally, preliminary studies on animals indicate that consuming flax regularly may slow the development of atherosclerotic plaques. Just remember that digestion doesn't fully break down the whole flax seeds, so use ground flax seeds instead and keep them in the fridge to get the most benefit. Number 3. Berries. When it comes to vascular health, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are powerful contenders. The polyphenol chemicals, quercetin and anthocyanins, which have potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, are abundant in these darkly colored fruits. Berries have been related to benefits in LDL cholesterol, blood pressure, and even blood sugar regulation, all of which help maintain arteries free and healthy, thanks to these components, plus a great dose of fiber. Berries are a particularly excellent choice for frequent consumption since they are low glycemic, which means they are less likely to induce a blood sugar rise than other fruits like grapes, oranges, and apples, which are high in a kind of sugar called fructose. Number 4. Citrus fruits. Flavonoids, which are polyphenolic chemicals, are abundant in citrus. Due to their potent antioxidant effects, these citrus bioflavonoids scavenge free radicals that could otherwise lead to oxidative stress and promote disease processes. Citrus bioflavonoids in particular can aid in preventing LDL cholesterol from oxidizing into oxidized LDL, an even more harmful inflammatory type of cholesterol that is strongly linked to atherosclerosis. A study indicated that individuals who had recently undergone coronary bypass surgery dramatically lowered their cholesterol and triglyceride levels by consuming 1 grapefruit per day. Citrus foods with less sugar are excellent. For a bioflavonoid boost, choose grapefruit as long as it doesn't conflict with any of your prescriptions, or squeeze some lemon or lime into your water. Number 5. Extra virgin olive oil. Increased use of olive oil is linked to a lower risk of dying and experiencing cardiovascular events like heart attacks and stroke. What makes olive oil unique? It contains a lot of polyphenol antioxidants and monounsaturated fatty acids. Research has indicated that MUFA-rich diets are linked to higher levels of good HDL cholesterol and lower levels of bad LDL cholesterol, while polyphenols found in extra virgin olive oil aid reduce inflammation, platelet aggregation, LDL oxidation, and blood pressure. Additionally, olive oils lower blood sugar levels. One meta-analysis found that individuals who consumed the most olive oil had an average 16% lower chance of developing type 2 diabetes and lower hemoglobin A1C, HbA1c levels, a marker of average blood glucose over a period of a few months. Number 6. Avocado. Avocados have two benefits for clearing your arteries. Like olive oil, avocados are packed with MUFAs that lower cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar. However, they also contain a surprisingly high amount of fiber, with each half avocado containing roughly 6.5 grams. A recent study discovered that consuming one avocado daily is linked to lower levels of LDL cholesterol. You shouldn't be concerned about the fact that avocados contain some saturated fat, despite the fact that some individuals are leery of consuming them. Although consuming saturated fat can raise LDL cholesterol, it usually only does so for the larger, bouncier LDL particles, which are less likely than the small, dense LDL particles to adhere to artery walls and harm them. Additionally, the majority of recent studies have not discovered any positive cardiovascular consequences of lowering saturated fat consumption. Number 7. Legumes. Consider substituting legumes for side dishes made with grains if you frequently consume them: beans, peas, chickpeas, and lentils. These include a significant amount of fiber, including soluble fiber, which can reduce LDL cholesterol and hence prevent atherosclerosis. Bean consumption, even one serving a day, has been linked to considerably lower LDL cholesterol. Additionally, legumes have been associated with lower blood pressure and chronic inflammation, two factors in atherosclerosis and blood vessel damage. Beans are quite low on the glycemic index, which means that even though they include some carbohydrates, they are unlikely to cause a blood sugar surge, according to the American Diabetes Association. Dr. Brewer cautions that, in some people, eating beans may cause blood sugar levels to rise. As lentils can be particularly problematic for prediabetics, he recommends many of his patients to eat to the meter, glucose meter. Legumes can lessen their tendency to cause blood sugar to spike by eating them alongside a source of fat and/or protein. Number 8. Tomatoes. Lycopene, a potent plant compound that gives tomatoes their red color and has been linked to higher levels of good HDL cholesterol, is a powerful plant compound that is found in abundance in tomatoes, particularly cooked tomatoes and tomato sauce. A diet high in lycopene from tomato products was linked to a 17 to 26% lower risk of heart disease in one study, while a higher lycopene blood level was linked to a decreased risk of stroke in another. Pro tip: lycopene is more readily absorbed by your body when it is fat, so drizzle some olive oil into your spaghetti sauce. Number 9. Allium vegetables. There is evidence that eating more allium vegetables, including cruciferous vegetables, lowers the chance of dying from atherosclerotic vascular disease. Organosulfur compounds, which are abundant in allium vegetables like garlic, onions, leeks, chives, scallions, and shallots, may help lower blood pressure, cholesterol, inflammation, and platelet clumping, all of which are excellent for maintaining arteries free and clear, according to several studies. And that concludes the 9 artery cleansing foods. Be healthy. Your health our priority.